Be mindful. They might take their heads off.
Remember, I'm short. Add another head on top of me.
No, you know my acres here, I had all F's. Acre I had 70%. Then I got hella game in. I can put them like, you see how he jumped? That's your first touchdown move, bro. Was it not Anthony's life? It was his brother? Anthony, okay. I played ball with him yesterday. Ethan wants to be my extra team.
Hello, Vikings!
10 seconds.
Thank you for coming back again today. We are so excited to be here. I brought another group of teachers and students with me that are going to talk to you about our last two pathways, and that is our School of Business, Leadership, and Entrepreneurship, and our School of Human Services. So before we get started on that, I just want to give a quick couple reminders. Over the next couple weeks, you're going to have counselors from Minnetonka come over and be able to start enrollment. Before you can enroll in high school, you have to be in a pathway, and you will actually be selecting which pathway you want to go into this Thursday. So Thursday during Connections, you're going to be telling us how interested you are in each of our pathways. So make sure you're paying attention today. Make sure you're asking questions if you have them at the end, and then we will make sure to get all of your questions answered. So before our teachers talk, we're going to show our highlight video that you should have seen at least once at this point, but just to remind you about all four of our pathways, get a little bit of overview of each of them.
Hello, future Griffins. I'm Dr. Edward Tate, your proud principal of Minnetonka High School. If you haven't heard yet, we have some exciting things happening here at Tonka that you will get to take part in next year. As you enroll for your freshman year, you will also enroll in what's called a pathway. These pathways are to help you focus your learning and explore your talents and interests. Now, let's hear from some of our amazing teachers to tell you a little bit about each pathway.
Hey, my name is Mr. Schmidt, and I teach in the School of Business, Leadership, and Entrepreneurship, also known as BLE. In this pathway, you will work with local businesses to create a professional showcase of your diverse skills and accomplishments. While in high school, you will explore multiple aspects of running a business to build a foundation for your future plans. And you'll understand to negotiate, balance diverse views to reach a well-supported, industry-focused solution to needs in the world around us. I'm very excited to meet you next year in the School of BLE.
Hi, I'm Mr. Buckman, and I'm so excited to talk to you about the School of Design, Innovation, and Technology, otherwise known as DIT. In this pathway, you'll get to see how technology, engineering, and creative design work together to make the beautiful world we live in. A few careers that fit into DIT are computer science, web development, architecture, graphic design, engineering, or fashion design. In this pathway, you will collaborate with industry partners who are leaders in technology and artistic opportunities to create authentic solutions for real-world challenges. You'll get to showcase your knowledge through the collaboration of the arts and technology. And you'll use your unique perspective and innovation to lead our community into the future. I am so excited to see what you're going to do with us in the School of DIT.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Knapp, and I teach in the School of Health and Wellness. If you are considering being a doctor, a nurse, emergency medical technician, a physical therapist, a fitness athletic trainer, or anything else related to health and wellness, then this pathway would be a great fit for you. In this pathway, you will use hands-on experiences and collaborative projects to learn the fundamental concepts of medicine and everyday well-being. You'll explore various health and wellness careers through personal interactions with professionals and coursework that is both relevant and purposeful. You will build the academic foundation to become competent and confident healthcare professionals. Not only will you learn these academic foundations, you will also learn how to apply the skills with empathy and integrity. I can't wait to meet all of my new students next year, especially those in the School of Health and Wellness. See you soon!
Hi, I'm Miss Lee, and I teach in the School of Human Services at Winnetonka High School. In Human Services, we are the people's people. In this pathway, you'll learn how to make positive life choices that allow you to reach your full potential, and you'll learn how to help others do the same. A few of the careers that fall under Human Services are teaching, law enforcement, social work and counseling, cosmetology, nonprofit work, and culinary arts. In this pathway, you'll get to enjoy the real-world, community-based learning experiences. You'll learn to serve, support, and care for others in a global world with compassion, empathy, and equity. You will do all of this, so much more, while expanding your thinking beyond your individual self. I can't wait to see you in the School of Human Services.
So hopefully you've enjoyed hearing some of our teachers talk about the pathways, and my hope is you heard something that stuck out to you and you're thinking, that's going to be the pathway for me. No matter what, we're going to have something that fits you. We are so excited here at Winnetonka High School and cannot wait until you enter into our school building and experience your pathways.
All right, hopefully you saw something there that really interested you and you were like, hey, that I think is going to be for me. So if you didn't see something that you were interested in, please, please, please come talk to me or talk to one of your teachers. Talk to them about where your interests are. Talk to them about what you might want to do. If you don't know what you want to do after high school, that's perfectly fine. I didn't necessarily know. And that's okay. We want you to explore all of the opportunities that you're going to have. So we are going to have our School of Business, Leadership, and Entrepreneurship come up and talk first. We have 3 of our Pathway Ambassadors who are going to talk, and then Dr. Calloway.
Hello everyone, I am Bergen Schaefer. I'm Mackenzie Austin.
I'm Luis Turan.
And we are part of the Business Leadership and Entrepreneurship Pathway, otherwise known as BLE for short. So I'm going to talk about how our pathways evolve over the years. So like if you go into the business pathway, this year you'll kind of be working on like your personal brand and like what you want to do, trying to figure out yourself. But in the years coming, you'll work on like, you'll select a pathway within a pathway, and you'll work with like your business class. So like for example, in our business class right now, we're working on stock markets. So that'll help you like learn how to invest in the future and do all that stuff.
Another thing we have is we have this coffee shop called Griffin Athletics here at Winnetonka, and our business class has kind of been helping kind of work with Griffin Grounds. We've made logos and menus, like digital logos and menus, and that's kind of helped me learn what I wanted to do. We also, right now in class, we're working on making commercials, so promoting it a bit more. We've worked on the financial aspect of it, and we've got to see different aspects of a business, and it's been really fun.
Thank you. So we went on 3 field trips so far. First one was it fun? All pathways went there. We took 4 stations. So first station was the behind the scenes of masks and the costumes. Best part was the 2 rides we got to ride, the Steelhawk and the Patriot. Amazing. Best part about it was the food. Then the next one we went was just for the BLE was the zoo. The zoo, we made an ecogram. I don't even know what that means, but we got to see the animals, the monkeys, the lions, the tigers, the birds. The next one was Sporting KC, soccer fan, play soccer. It was just for the pathway ambassadors. We got our own tour guide, so it showed us how to be a guide. Okay, the city.
Right. There's a reason for tour guides. You need to follow them or else you're going to get lost. Me and a group of friends kind of went to the bathroom, stayed there for a bit, and didn't have to stay with the tour guide, and then we got lost. So there's a reason for tour guides.
Rest in peace, Chiefs. Give it up for our ambassadors.
Hey, I'm Dr. Calloway. I'm one of the business BLE teachers along with Mr. Schmidt. You guys saw him on the video. And BLE is just a great opportunity for you to explore the whole aspects of being a business, working on leadership and entrepreneur. We work on so many things. And it's just not a sit and get classroom. We want you to be able to have some hands-on experience with working with yourself as your own brand, looking at the brands and the logos that you have, working at creating commercials. We do link arms with a couple of businesses. We have Laney and Lowe. We have our school store, Griffin Grounds. And we are linking arms with them, taking over not only all promotions, but also sales also. Going even further, we'll be right now working on the stock market game, where each student group gets $100,000 and get an opportunity to go out and research stocks and sell and purchase and compete in a stock market game throughout the entire state of Missouri. But this pathway gives you an introduction of being able to be a holistic business partner here in Kansas City. So we hope that one day you are going to be in BLE. Does that make sense? All right, okay, wonderful. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you. All right, the last pathway that we have at Winnetonka is our School of Human Services, and today we have Ms. Riley, who's one of our pathway ambassadors, who's going to speak, and then two of our teachers.
Hi, my name is Riley Chambers, like she said. I'm in Human Services because I would like to be a psychologist. For those of you that don't know what that is, it is the study of the mind and body without prescribing medication. I'm in Human Services because it is helping me get to where I want to be to get ready for college. Human Services has helped me to meet the needs of people, and it's the first year of doing all the pathways. In the Human Services pathway, we really got into what is Human Services and learned what it means to be in this pathway and doing things that resolve around being in the Human Services jobs. You guys get to go to World of Fun and see how whichever pathway you choose incorporates with the jobs at World of Fun. Even if the job that you want now isn't the job that you end up with, Human Services helps you with life decisions and skills that you will need for any job that you have. All throughout this year, I changed what I wanted to be a million times. First, it was just a general therapist. I didn't know all the types of different therapists, and that was at the beginning. Then it changed to a cosmetologist. Drastic difference, I know. And Miss Lee, she was like, well, you can be a therapist and a cosmetologist at the same time. And all I think about it is, that's going to be a lot of school, so no. And then I changed my idea to being a lawyer. And then I was like, well, that's a lot of money to go to law school, so no. And now I want to be a psychologist, which I'm sure that'll change. But don't stress about like what you want to be now, because most likely the job that you want now will not be what you end up with. So yeah. Pathway Ambassadors is another really good class if you want to be in a leadership role. Pathway Ambassadors is teaching how to be a better leader and not a follower. We have read a book about good leadership roles, and in my opinion it is not something I would read, but it does teach really good lessons. That's how I got the opportunity to be talking to you all today. It is for all pathways, not just human services. Pathway Ambassadors is basically another human services class, but they're both very different, but it basically revolves around human services. We went to sport in Kansas City with Northtown's Pathway Ambassadors, and we got to really get into what the tourist was doing because we were getting a tour. We got to see what he was doing and how he was leading the tour and all that. Some of you might be wondering, like, oh, my friend has a different career path than I do, but I want to stay with him. Do not pick that pathway just because your friend wants that pathway. Pick a pathway that you want. And plus we get to hang out with the other pathways. So do not pick that pathway just because your friends are picking that pathway. Pick the pathway that fits best for you.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Lee, and I'm gonna piggyback off of what Riley said. Please don't pick a pathway based on what your friends are picking, because even though several students came into human services and said, this is not the pathway I picked, I want to be in a different pathway, they've learned that a lot of the skills that you need in DIT or in health and wellness or any other pathway of business, all of those skills you learn in human services. Everybody has to service people, help people, be there to empathize with them, and you learn skills to have hard skills for where you go work, which is things that you learn in school, and then also you learn in human services some of your soft skills that you need, communication and empathy and problem solving. All of those things you need in any career that you get into. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to definitely be in that pathway just to get those skills, okay? So human services can encompass a lot of things. We do a lot of things with helping other people and helping take care of others in the community as like police officers and doctors and things like that, but also in social services like cosmetology and plumbing and all of those things, okay? So we've had some guest speakers come in that kind of that talked to us about some of their skills and what they needed for schooling. We had a cosmetologist come in, and she is a full-time teacher, but she also does cosmetology, and she said that her schedule is booked through the end of February. We talked to her in January, so she's probably booked now all the way through March, okay? So she does both jobs. So just like I told Riley, even if you want to be a psychologist, you can also do hair or have a second job. I also have a second job. So it's not something that you can't do. With human services, there are lots and lots and lots of options. So please pick our pathway. It's fun. We get to have lots of guest speakers that come in and talk about our social services and how to help others.
Alright guys, my name is Jacob Mckinney. I also coach basketball, so I know I've seen some of you guys there at the off-season basketball stuff. I'm going to talk about Pathway Ambassadors and talk about human services in general. So I teach biology, and what we're trying to do with those core classes is really incorporate as much of the skills that we can from our pathways. And so all of your classes will kind of have a spin on them that's a little bit different than how they're traditionally taught, but trying to make it more relevant to you guys so that you guys are getting more out of this. Human services is really dealing with people. So any way that you guys could think of interacting with other people, helping other people out, this pathway is for you. If you're really empathetic, if you care about people, you want to make a difference in people's lives. I know that's why a lot of us became teachers. This is the pathway you guys need to be in. The other thing that I have is pathway ambassadors. So all the kids who come and talk to you guys are my pathway ambassadors, and what they are is they're the face of the pathway. And I thought they've done a great job, so you guys go ahead and give them another big round of applause. So Pathway Ambassadors is a freshman leadership course. There's not another leadership opportunity as a freshman, but what it is it's a way for you guys to gain experience and kind of be a leader within your classroom. You guys are kind of in charge of meeting with people from central office, kind of talking with them, meeting with business partners, and just really being the face of your class. This is a great opportunity moving forward, that if you want to be somebody who makes a big difference in the school, this is a first step in that direction. Right? You don't have to be in this class to make a difference in the school, but it's putting you on the right path. So please, if you guys want to be leaders in the school, please consider Pathway Ambassadors, and please consider Human Services. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, you have now heard from all 4 of our pathways at Winnetonka, and hopefully you at least have an idea of, ooh, I might like Human Services or I might like business. So on Thursday, you are going to fill out a pathway preference form. On that form, it's going to be a 2-page online survey. It won't take long at all. The first part is just going to be a little bit of information, name, all that stuff. But then you're going to say if you're interested in any activities. If you're like, I might want to play basketball. I might want to do cheerleading. You'll get to tell us that. You'll also get to tell us if you are in band, choir, any of those, so we can start getting to know you a little bit better. On there's also going to be a part that says, I'm interested in Pathway Ambassadors. That is not in any way you signing up for the class. It's just saying, I'd like some more information. And then in a couple weeks, Mr. Mckinney and I are going to find time to come back and just pull any of you kids who are interested in that so that we can talk to you about that, get you more information, see if it's the right fit for you. Then you're going to preference each of these 4 pathways. And you're not going to say, this is my top choice, this is my second choice. You're just going to tell us, either I would be happy here, I might be happy here, I'm not sure about this, or I don't think this is for me. So you're just telling us how much you're interested in each pathway. You might really be stuck between 2 different pathways. If I was assigned to a pathway right now, I would be super happy in either Human Services or DIT. So I would say for both of those, I would be happy here. And I don't know which one I would get, but I know that I could be successful in either of them. Okay? So, please make sure that you are talking to your parents. I would go back to this website that you should have access to through your core classes. You should have looked at it last week. If you have any questions, on the very bottom of this page, there's a link to my email. You can get to me through there. There's also a place where you can submit questions. You can go through your teachers, through your counselors. Anyone that you need, please reach out to them, reach out to me, and we are so excited to have you at Winnetonka next year. So, we are just about out of time, so we're going to go ahead and release you back to class just like yesterday. Just like yesterday. If you have questions, you're welcome to stay after for a couple minutes. Come on down and we can get those answered. So we are going to release by section again, so please stay seated. We're going to do this far section over here again. If you have questions, you can go ahead and make your way down. You're not sure where your career interest would lie. Come on down.